Hello, my name is Mike Anderson. I am your host for the Essential Mortgage Educational Video Mortgage Series. You have clicked on the video on the home loan process. What does it take to get your loan approved and to close on that home? First of all, the most important aspect is meeting with that loan officer and getting your ducks in a row. All right, and that means gathering the proper documentation. On a lot of the Essential Mortgage Loan Officer's business cards, there is a list of documentation that will be required. For example, you're going to need your last 2 pay stubs. You're going to need your last 2 years of federal income tax returns. You're going to need your W-2s for the last 2 years and or your 1099s. And the last thing you're going to need will be 2 months worth of your bank statements, both checking, savings, any brokerage accounts, any mutual funds, so forth. Okay? Now, let me explain. Once you meet with that loan officer, they run your credit, and if you pass that test and your credit score is fine, then it moves on to processing, where the loan processor, we gather all the documentation, order the appraisal, order the title work. You want to start shopping for insurance right away. Get some insurance quotes as soon as you can. And let me give you a little word of caution. When you're getting your insurance quotes, ask your insurance agent to check to see if the property's in a flood zone. Very important. Ask them to check day one. Once you select the insurance company, just give that information to your Essential Mortgage Loan Officer, and they will take it from there and contact the insurance company. Now, let me kind of give you a synopsis of today's environment. You've heard many media reports that, oh my gosh, it's absolutely impossible to get a mortgage, banks aren't lending, credit's too tight. Well, that is not entirely true. After all, we did come out of the largest financial crisis in U.S. history with the subprime mortgage meltdown. Now, banks are lending, okay? We are getting mortgages. Is it a little bit tougher? Yes. Do you have to provide a little bit more documentation? Yes. Will you get conditioned from an underwriter for something that might be totally bizarre? Yes. That is all true. However, you want to be prepared. Let me give you a couple red flags, okay? One of the big red flags is somebody will have a brand new job, they're counting overtime and bonus, and you don't have a 2-year history for it. That's a red flag. And I will caution you, do not change anything in your financial picture whatsoever from the time you take that application to the time you go to closing. Don't buy any new items. I don't care if the furniture store says there's no payments for 3 years. It doesn't matter. Don't change jobs. Don't purchase anything. Keep everything the status quo, everything the same. Another big red flag, one of the largest red flags, is cash deposits. If your bank statement shows deposits other than direct deposit, payroll, Social Security income, disability income, you're going to have to document exactly where that money came from. It's not just a letter, actual documentation. For example, you sold a boat. You're going to want to have a copy of the bill of sale, maybe a copy of the check, so forth, to document that. Cash on hand is a huge red flag and it is not acceptable. If you're one of these people that has a safety deposit box with $20,000, $100 bills in there, you're going to want to get that in a savings account and let it be seasoned for 2 to 3 months before you even apply for a mortgage. So once you get out of underwriting, then it goes through a QC process, and then it gets set up for closing, and you go to the closing, and next thing you know, you're a happy homeowner. So I want to let you know, don't believe everything you read and hear in the media. It's not that difficult. Meet with an Essential Mortgage Loan Officer. If there's something that's going to prohibit you from getting a mortgage, we'll at least let you know. So contact your real estate professional. They'll get in contact with somebody who really knows what they're doing, and make it local. Meet with somebody face to face. Don't do this on the internet. Meet them face to face so you can have eye contact and they can go through the entire process for you. I have to make this disclaimer. Terms and conditions may change, but we will keep you updated as they do. Once again, this is Mike Anderson, your host, and thank you very much for watching, and happy house hunting.